Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is June 24th, 2024, and Arsenal have reached out to Mikel Merino. Also, PSV Eindhoven have confirmed that they will not be paying for Serginho Dest. And finally, the club are tracking a German goalkeeper. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before I begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kit bag. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you hit the Bet Us. Both links for kit bag and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now I begin with the news that Arsenal have reached out to Mikel Merino because they are interested in signing the midfielder. Now, Mikel Merino, who has confirmed that he will not be extending his contract with Real Sociedad, which expires in the summer of 2025, as such forcing Real Sociedad to sell him during this summer transfer market. Otherwise, they risk him leaving as a free agent, is someone that Barcelona are very interested in signing in order to reinforce their midfield. However, it's reported that now Arsenal have entered the race for Merino, as it seems that Mikel Arteta would like to add the player to his squad. Now, it seems that Mikel Arteta has personally reached out to Mikel Merino to try to convince him to join the Premier League club, which is going to be interesting to see whether Mikel Merino will respond positively to this or whether he will prefer to join Barcelona. Now, despite Barcelona's interest in the player, they have yet to make any moves for him because, as you might recall, the financial fair play of Barcelona right now does not allow them to sign anyone. The fiscal year ends on June 30th. That's when all the La Liga clubs will submit their paperwork to La Liga. And after that, La Liga will do the math and issue new financial fair play for each club. They'll issue a new wage limit for each club. But that won't happen until July 1st. And until then, Barcelona cannot make any moves. So we're going to have to see whether this is going to have repercussions as far as Barcelona's pursuit of the Real Sociedad midfielder. Now, more news because Barcelona have received a blow today because PSV Eindhoven have confirmed that they will not be paying for Serginho Dest. Now, Serginho Dest spent last season with PSV Eindhoven in the Dutch league, where he had a pretty good season, and as such, PSV Eindhoven were determined to activate his option to buy, and they were willing to pay around 10 to 15 million euros for the Barcelona fullback. However, Dest did get injured towards the end of the season, a serious injury that ended his season, and that will see him out of action for several months. And as such, there was talk about PSV Eindhoven not wanting to activate the option to buy anymore because he's injured. Well, now this has been confirmed as PSV Eindhoven have informed Barcelona that they're not going to be signing Serginho Dest because for two reasons. The number one, they don't want to spend money on a player who has been seriously injured and they don't know how he's going to recover, whether he's going to be able to bounce back. And the second reason, of course, is if PSV Eindhoven don't sign him this summer, next summer Dest will be a free agent, and if he does fully recover, they will be able to sign him for free without spending a single penny. Now, it's reported that Barcelona do have an option to try to convince PSV Eindhoven to keep Serginho Dest on loan for next season, where both of them would split his salary, kind of like they are, or kind of like they did past season. Of course, you would say, why would PSV Eindhoven want to loan him out? Well, he could be recovered halfway through the season, so they could use him through the next half of the season and only have to pay half of his salary. However, of course, that would mean that Serginho Dest would then join PSV Eindhoven next summer for free. And this would have repercussions on Barcelona because A, they wouldn't be able to make the 10 million euros that they were hoping to make off Dest. But B, Barcelona still have to amortize 4.5 million euros or 4.2 million euros from the player's signing. So Barcelona would be losing that transfer fee. Plus, they would be incurring a loss on their financial fair play. So definitely a big blow for Barcelona, who were hoping to not only remove the player's salary off their wage bill to make space for new players, but also to use the money that they were going to make off this transfer to sign new players as well. And speaking of signing players, it's reported that Barcelona are currently tracking a young German goalkeeper by the name Mio Backhaus. Now, Mio Backhaus is a 20-year-old goalkeeper who currently plays for Werder Bremen. He spent last season on loan in the Dutch league with FC Volendam, where he was able to keep 3 clean sheets. And even though he did allow a lot of goals, it's reported that he has attracted the attention of many European clubs who are interested to sign the young German goalkeeper. Now, FC Volendam were relegated out of first division in the Dutch league, but despite that, Mio Backhaus was still named the best goalkeeper of the season in the Dutch league. And it's reported that Barcelona were tracking him all throughout the season because he is showing a lot of promise. Now, as you know, Barcelona's #1 goalkeeper is, of course, Ter Stegen, with Iñaki Peña being the second backup goalkeeper. However, it's reported that Barcelona are interested in signing another goalkeeper, maybe not for the first team, but more for the academy, because Barcelona are right now in the business of either signing free agents given the financial situation, or of course signing young promising players for low cost, and this could be one of those players. We'll see whether Barcelona will want to sign him for the Barca Athletic, or maybe for the first team as a third goalkeeper, or maybe to replace Iñaki Peña, because Iñaki Peña could be on his way out and looking in search for more minutes. We'll have to wait and see, but just know that Barcelona are tracking this young promising German goalkeeper. Now, I will end today's video with the news about Stanislav Lobotka, whose agent has confirmed that they did indeed have an agreement with Xavi Hernandez. Now, the 29-year-old defensive midfielder who currently plays for Napoli, his contract is set to expire in the summer of 2027. And as I reported several months ago, it seems that Xavi Hernandez was impressed with this player and he wanted to sign him in order to reinforce that defensive midfield position. And in fact, Xavi did make some statements in a press conference talking about how he liked Lobotka, how he liked his style of play, and that he would be a good player in the system of play of Barcelona. And while now it seems that that news was true, which I reported about several months ago, because Stanislav Lobotka's agent has confirmed that there was an agreement between the player and Xavi Hernandez. Now, this is what Stanislav Lobotka's agent had to say. "We had an agreement with Barcelona, but then there was a change in management. Things are uncertain now, especially with Barcelona facing financial issues. It caught us off guard. However, it's not a closed door. Yet, things are still evolving. Everyone recognizes the talent of a player like Lobotka. They know it in Barcelona, Madrid, and England." So Lobotka's agent confirming that there was an agreement with Xavi Hernandez for the player to join. But of course, now that Xavi is gone, he says things are up in the air, which I thought it was a pretty interesting statement, because he said it's not a closed door, which means that it's not completely ruled out, which makes me think, is Barcelona still interested in Lobotka? I don't think so. I don't think Hansi Flick is looking at Lobotka, but it's definitely interesting to hear the agent say that. Now, the agent also added that if Lobotka stays in Napoli, everybody would be happy, and that Napoli would be looking for a high price for this player. So I don't see it happening, but I am curious to hear you guys' thoughts. Do you think Stanislav Lobotka would be, or would have been, a good addition to Barcelona? Let me know down below in the comments section. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I did do the live podcast earlier today. Lots of interesting news there, so make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. I will see you in tomorrow's video, and as always, peace, Barça.